A very good morning, as usual. Yes, when the morning is good, obviously the day must be. But the condition applied. Nowadays, in each and every case, such a streak is there. Yes, condition applied. Here, what is the condition? That when we are wishing good morning, it should be a morning. Okay? So many times I say that if you are watching this video in the afternoon or evening, maybe possible, jagyat karte sawar. So for you, at that time it is good morning. Anyway, without wasting much of time, let's continue with the study. We already completed till question number 1 to 12. Now the lucky number, that is exercise question 13. Yes, something new. Actually, in each and every question, we are having 1 or 2 points in some different way. Some new points. In the same way, over here also, in this question also, we are having a new topic, not at all tough, but a new one, that is current account. Clear? And if you remember, I already told you thrice in chapter 4 also that if you are clear with the concept of revaluation, then in chapter 5 I say if you are clear with the concept of revaluation, new P&L ratio and goodwill. If with 3 topics, if the concepts are clear, for you, long question of admission or even of retirement, next chapter, will become very easy. Because in each and every question, you have to work for only 1 or 2 topics. For example, if in this question, if I say, just for example, I am saying, furniture increased by 10%. Is it something new for you? No. If I say 10% of creditors are not to be paid, is it new? No. If I say an adjustment that new partner will bring 1 lakh rupees as cash for capital and 20,000 for goodwill, is it new? No. So what I wanted to say, that in each and every question you will find 1 or 2 different topics than the previous question. So for you actually need to work for that 1 or 2 topics only. You have to do practice for that 1 or 2 topics only. Okay? And the rest already you knew it very well. Is that clear? Okay. Let's continue with this question. In this question, they give current account also. Okay? This as well as next. 2 good questions are there related to current account. In this question I made current account of only old partners. Because if you go through the question, we can come to know there is no need for current account of third, that is a new partner, C. Let's go through the question. Then we can discuss the requirement of formats and everything. Okay? Let's go to the question. Here the question is somewhat like that. Question number 1, 3, 13. A and B are partners. A and B are partners in a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4:1. Balance sheet of their firm on 31/3/17 was as under. Simple, but with current account. Capital, current account, then workman accident compensation, then creditors and bills payable. Nothing special except the current account, something new. Or as I said, land building, furniture, investment, stock, debtors, bills receivable, cash bank, and at the end goodwill. Again, goodwill is given at the end. Clear? But nothing special on asset side also. The adjustments. Please do take care. Do tick the adjustments while reading the question itself. So you must have a pencil in your hand. They admitted C as a new partner on about date on the following conditions. They decided to keep their new P&L ratio 3:1:1. Okay, what does it mean? Not in adjustment, but overall they give new P&L ratio also, as well as we are already having old P&L ratio. Whenever old P&L ratio, new P&L ratio both are given, what to do? Yes, we have to find sacrifice. Okay? Next, first adjustment. C, the new partner, will bring 20,000 as capital for his monthly share and 5,000 as his share of goodwill in cash. Very simple. He is bringing 5,000 for goodwill. Out of goodwill, half amount is to be withdrawn by old partners. Half amount will be withdrawn by old partners. Okay? So nothing new. We already did this things. Second, first adjustment can say itself. Second, value of land and building. Value of land and building is to be increased by 9%. While value of furniture and stock is to be decreased by 5%. Again, value of land building increased, value of furniture and stock. So indirectly in the same adjustment, they give three topics: land building, furniture and stock. Okay, so on the asset side, in land building, adjustment number 2, in furniture, adjustment number 2, even in stock, adjustment number 2. Third, market value of 35,000, which is to be shown in the books. Market value is 35,000. Here, it's a good thing that investment fluctuation reserve is not given. So no need to do adjustments in that. Only in investment you have to take adjustment number 3. Provision for doubtful debt is to be made at 10%. So again, very simple. On debtors, the debt reserve is given, but that is now not a new or tough topic for you. I know that. It's very simple. So fourth adjustment on debtors. Fifth, workman accident compensation paying is accepted is 1,000. On the liability side, workman accident compensation fund. Here at present, don't look at the amount or don't think for the entries. Otherwise, it will take more time for just tick marks. Okay? So do tick adjustment number 5. 6. Dishonor expense of bills receivable is 150 and bank charges 300 are paid but not recorded. Paid but not recorded in the books. It is a good adjustment. 2 expenses, dishonor expense and bank charges. Paid but not recorded. Okay? Now what happened? Normally we used to take that in bills receivable because there is a dishonor expense of bills receivable. Okay? But it is wrong. Here we already paid that amount. So here exceptionally it should be taken in cash account. Because what they say, we already paid but not recorded. Okay? So should be taken in cash account. Exceptionally such adjustment will be there. So take care in this adjustment. It's very easy, but we cannot do more and more practice for this, like land building and furniture and stock and etc. Clear? Any problem? Only first adjustment itself. Remaining all take out. Is that clear? Now, here I already draw the formats in advance because if I draw the formats during the lecture, naturally it will take almost 5-7 minutes to draw with perfection and give titles and everything. So it's a wastage of time. So I already drew it. But for you people, please do take care. First of all, read the question, tick mark the adjustments, then draw the formats. Okay? Now in this question, no need to draw partner's capital account. Here I did partner's current account. No need to go for capital account. Why is it so? Because, okay, you can draw it, see. If you draw partner's capital account, it will be of 3 to 4 lines only. Because in capital account, what you have to do? Balance brought forward and new partner's capital. My friends, nothing more, total and balance CF. So in such case, when there is no change in partner's capital, again, listen carefully, you can record it also, you can write it also. When there is no change in partner's fixed capital, if we don't prepare it, it's okay. No need to prepare partner's capital account. Directly we can record it in balance sheet. If you want to prepare, you can. But just it's a matter of 4-5 minutes, 3-4 minutes to draw it, give the titles, and then to write it. Okay? Again, in case of no change in fixed capital, then and then. Okay? In advance I am telling you, in next question, question number 14, again capital account and current account is there. Again, capital account, current account is there. But in that question, we are changing fixed capital. An adjustment is there. Okay? So in that question, we have to prepare capital and current both. And we will prepare at that time when we will solve question number 14. As of now, no need to prepare partner's capital account and no adjustment of new partner's current account. And that's why I prepared only column of A and B. Is that clear? Again, for the last time, whenever capital and current both are given, if there is no change in fixed capital, no need to prepare capital account. Is that clear? Please do compare question 13 and 14. Once we complete question 14, afterwards I am saying, do compare 13 and 14 to understand exactly when to prepare capital account, when not to prepare. Is it okay? Let's start. Let's start the solution. As usual, as per our tradition, from the liability side of question. Capital account. We are not preparing capital account over here. So directly partners in liability side. Partners. Fixed capital. Okay? 3 partners. A, B and C. Now here A's capital is given. A's capital is already given. 75,000. B's capital 25,000. 25,000. For C's capital, I personally advise not to take anything at present. While checking adjustment number 1, we will enter that capital. Okay? If you want to, you can do at present. But in that case, you have to solve adjustment 1 at present. So again, you have to give entry in cash account, opposite of this. Again, premium for goodwill, everything disturbed. So better option, we write the name of C, but we will write the amount while solving adjustment number 1. Okay? Then current account. 8,000 and 2,000. Okay. Next one, that is workman accident fund. So workman accident compensation fund. The amount is 5,000. Now what they say? The claim is of 1,000. Fifth adjustment, workman accident compensation claim is accepted at rupees 1,000. What does it mean? We have to distribute the remaining amount in partners. Distributed to partners. And here 1,000 amount of claim is a liability, so should be in outer column. This 4,000 is to be distributed between partners by workman accident compensation fund. 4,000 in 4:1. 3,200. 800. Is that okay? See, already we did these things in past, question number 8 or something like that. Okay? Next, creditors 4,000, no adjustment. Creditors 4,000, bills payable. Again, no adjustment. Again, no adjustment. So it should be directly 1,000, normal. Checkwise. We already completed liability side, not in the answer, but from the question. Okay? Any problem? Now from the asset side, so many adjustments. Land bidding, 35,000. Land and building, 35,000. They say the second adjustment, it is to be increased by 10%. So plus increase 3,500, 10%. Outer column 38,500. It would be much better if you are having proper mathematical grade. In that case, you should do this kind of total in your own way. Don't use calculator. Again, condition applied. If you are having proper calculation, mathematical grade, or else calculator is always there for you. Okay? Any problem? Second event, revaluation account, credit side, because asset increase by land building. $3,500. Inner column amount always take care. Furniture, 30,000 rupees. Again I said, always first of all, you must write the amount. And then read the adjustment. Or else sometimes it may be happen that you may write the adjustment amount over here by mistake. So always advisable to have a clear question, clear solution, without errors. But first of all, furniture 30,000, go for furniture 30,000. Then check the tick mark, it is adjustment number 2, go through it. Okay? So no chance of committing some mistakes. They say, while value of furniture and stock is to be reduced by, it is to be reduced, decreased by 5%. So less. Decrease 1500 will be 8,500. Okay, 5% of 30,000. Can use calculator. It is minus, so cause and effect in debit side, on debit side of valuation account. To furniture. You can write depreciation also when fixed assets reduced. Okay, 1500. Please do take care in all the account. You have to write to and by. If you forget it, definitely you cut the marks. Investment 25,000. Adjustment number 3. $25,000. First of all, the amount. Then the adjustment, market value of investment 35,000, which is to be shown in the books. Here it is 25,000. No investment reserve is there. So whatever change will be there from revaluation. So plus increased 10,000, 35,000 in outer column. Inner column 10,000 is there. So naturally, second effect, asset increased, credit side by investment 10,000 rupees. Is that clear? Sure. Okay. Move further. Stock 15,000. Stock 15,000. What they say? 5% in second adjustment. 5% reduce, decrease, less, decrease. 5%, 750. Outer column 14,250. Second effect. Because asset reduced to stock, debit side of revaluation account. Take care, in stock you can't write word depreciation. Okay? Because stock is a current asset, but the furniture is a fixed asset. In fixed asset only you can write word depreciation. Now a question. That if asset reduced, we are writing word depreciation. What about if asset increased? In that case, you can write appreciated. Yes, appreciation means increase. Clear? Any problem till this? Good. Next one. That is the debt reserve, but actually the debtors. The amount of debtor is 5,500, and the bad debt reserve given to you is 500. Okay? The adjustment said something else. So let's first of all write debtors. 5,500. Now in adjustment they say adjustment number 4. Provision for doubtful debt is to be made at 10% on debtors. Don't look at anything else. Yeah, if bad debt is given, you have to 1. But otherwise, just follow the instruction. So less bad debt reserve 10%, so 550. Outer column 4,950. Now, so many times we did this adjustment. Again, one more time. Here, The question method result is 500 and the answer method result is 550. So net 50 rupees, net result increased. But even the easier one, even the easier system, easier solution is in question outer column daters 5000. In question daters 5000 in outer column. Check it. Yes. And in answer, the outer column amount is 4950. What does it mean? Daters decreased, daters reduced by 50 rupees. Because asset reduced should be on the debit side to that result. 50 rupees. Into bracket you can write 550 minus 500. If you want to write, there is no compulsion. Then bills receivable 2000. Take care, no adjustment is there. Bills receivable 2000. Directly out of our naturally. Cash or bank 3000. To balance brought forward. It is 3000. Yes. And at the end, goodwill. Here the amount of goodwill is 5000. Because it is given in the question, because it is given in the balance sheet, it is considered as old goodwill. Old goodwill, always in all departments, always in old ratio. So debit side to goodwill. How much? 4000. 1000. Because total amount is 5000 and the ratio is 4:1. Okay? Here we end the question balance sheet. Here we end the question balance sheet. Now what we used to do? What we are doing every time? Yes. Just go through the adjustments. Here in cash and bank, one adjustment we take. That is 6. Disorder expense of bills. Disorder expense of bills. Rupees 150. And bank charges 300. Which are paid but not recorded. Paid. Paid means money goes out. Okay? So on credit side, dishonor expense of bills receivable. Rupees 150. Okay? Dishonor expense is defined as HO and another one is bank charges 300. Bank charges. Both we paid, so money goes out. Take care. If you think like this, then this is very easy. If you feel it is an expense, you may debit it. But in cash or bank account, always money comes in debit, money goes out credit. Real account, 11th standard, type of accounts. What is the rule of real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay? Try to remember the remaining two also, personal account and nominal account. Will be useful to you always. Here both are expenses. Should be in evaluation account. 2. Dishonor expense. That is 150 and 2 bank charges that is 300. Okay? Anything else? Now from the adjustment, only one thing left, only one adjustment. Which one is that? Of new partners capital and goodwill. Whenever new partners goodwill or capital is to be done, what we used to do? First of all, we used to do the total of revaluation account. Here, though 5 items are there on debit side, only 2 items gives more total, 13,500. Same total, 13,500. Okay? Now the difference of revaluation account, 10,750. Use your calculator properly. Here it is, take care, not to capital but to current account. So to current account, A and B, 4:1, so it should be 8,600 and 2,150. Okay? Distribution of profit, nothing else. Should be transferred to credit side of current account by revaluation account. The amount is 8,600, 2,150. Check to this moment. Always, before you start new partners capital and everything, always it is better to go through the remaining portion once. Very quickly, but once. Because if you have committed any mistakes to this, then maybe possible it will affect your remaining topic also. Okay? Any problem? Sure? Now let's consider new partners capital and goodwill. Capital. Here in first adjustment they say C will bring rupees 20,000 as capital for his 1/5 share and 5,000 as his share of goodwill in cash. First of all, capital 2, money comes in, 2 C's capital account. Rupees 20,000. Okay? You got 20,000 as capital. Most important. Normally we used to do opposite entry over here. Because normally this was capital account. But here this is current account where you are not having the column of C. Okay? So what about the second entry? Here it is. This is partners fixed capital. Okay? So 20,000 rupees. Can do the total also. Is there any problem? Now, he is bringing rupees 5,000 as goodwill. So 2 premium for goodwill account. Premium for goodwill account 5,000. Same is to be distributed between partners, but in current account. Because when capital is fixed, in capital account, except capital, you can't write anything. So everything is to be in current account. By premium for is to 1. So 5,000, very simple. 4,000, 1,000. Okay? And the second effect. Actually, not the second effect. This is the second effect. But in the same adjustment, what they say, out of goodwill, take care, you must concentrate in each and every topic. Out of goodwill, half amount is to be withdrawn by our partners. Half amount is to be withdrawn. Okay? So half amount, we already made this point. To be withdrawn. Whenever withdrawal is there, always on debit side. But to cash or bank account into bracket goodwill. You can write goodwill withdrawn also. Half of this, so 2,500. Is there any problem? To cash or bank. So opposite effect in cash or bank account. Hereby, even I also forgot to write back option to write to and by every time. Clear? Even you can check. I am also removing this. So back option, not to do settlements instead of overwriting. Always it is better to rewrite. Okay? By this is dissolution expense. Of bills receivable. This is by bank charges. Okay? Even the amount should be in line. So it is 150 and 300. Okay? Now, by A's current account, $2,000. Opposite entry of this, by B's current account, $500. Okay? Here we ends the goodwill entry also. You check once, specifically on first adjustment, because over here we are adding 20,000, but not over here. Directly we are giving entry in balance sheet liability side. Now, if someone may feel, they can ask, someone, obviously out of you only, may feel we want to prepare capital account. Current account is good, okay. But we want to prepare capital account also. Then what to do? Nothing to do. Just capital account is to be prepared of 4-5 lines. And in that case, balance brought forward 75,000, 25,000 of A and B, and C by cash or bank account 20,000. No other entry will be there. At the end, total of capital account, the same 75,000, 25,000, 20,000 is balance CF. And then you are going to write in balance sheet on liability side. But again, whenever there is no change in fixed capital, always advisable not to prepare capital account. Okay? Any problem in this? Okay, so now it's a matter of ending the question. So just do the total. Sure? Are you sure till this topic? No problem? Okay, now let me tell you. See, every time I am saying, I never feel owed to rub this. Here you missed a particular topic. New ratio is given. So we have to distribute this 5,000 in this 5,000 in sacrifice ratio. Okay? In sacrifice ratio. Here it's very simple. Sacrifice ratio. Old ratio is 4:1. See, I am not going to do it over here. You have to do by your own. You have to calculate sacrifice ratio. Let me tell you, already I can do it. Even you can. But I am not going to allow it. Even in exams, we are not going to allow it. But we can get the clue, trick. Old ratio 4:1. New ratio 3:1:1. Now think, for A, old ratio is 4/5. New ratio is 3/5. Different. We don't want to calculate anything, but both are different. Okay? For B, old ratio is 1/5. New ratio is 1/5. Got my point? Again, write old ratio, new ratio. Do write it. See, here just for your information I am writing it down. For rough work only. Old ratio 4:1. So 4/5 and 1/5. New ratio 3:1:1. So 3/5, 1/5, 1/5. Now you check. For A, here 4/5, here 3/5. For B, 1/5, 1/5. What does it mean? For B, old ratio and new ratio both are same. 1/5, 1/5. So B is not at all sacrificing as well as is not gaining. समझाइए? Because we know old ratio, new ratio both are same. Now only two old partners. If one is not sacrificing anything, naturally the entire sacrifice done by other. That is only A. Okay? So here you have to calculate sacrifice ratio. But here only A is sacrificing. So the entire amount 5,000 should be given to A. If you are copying, then you also have to do all that calculations, all that corrections also. But if you are understanding and if you are getting that point that sir is doing something wrong to make us confused, that is great for you if you got that topic. Okay? Here out of this 5,000, half amount withdrawn. Okay? And so here my B's capital account is, this current account should not be there. For me, it's a matter of just rub the things with duster. But for you people, if you are not getting the concept properly, as I said so many times, whenever old ratio and new ratio both are given, not to wait for anyone else. It is fixed. That sacrifice must be there. Okay? Now let's continue. Now, don't worry, everything is correct. Everything is correct. So now let's continue with the totals. We already did total of revaluation account. We transfer to current account. In current account, the total of A should be 8,000, 3,200, so 11,200, then 8,600, so 19,800 plus 5,000, that is 24,800. The same total $24,800. Difference, if you remove 6,500 to balance, carry forward 6,500, so it should be 18,300. For B, on this side only 1,000, on this side so many more, so 2,000, 4,950, same 4,950, and the difference mentioned by directly 1,000. Okay? Now, because it is on debit side, should be on liability side. Partners, current account. No need to put blank line over here for current account. Okay? Current account you can write at the end, in the beginning, everywhere. Even sometimes it may happen that one partner's current account is having credit balance. So on liability side, other partner's current account having debit balance, so asset side. Is that clear? Then we can come to know at the end of current account. So no need to put lines over here anywhere. Here both are having credit balance, A and B. A's balance is 18,300. B's balance is 3,950. You can write individually also. A's current account 18,300. B's current account 3,950. Or you can write collectively also, that is combined one. So the outer column total is 22,250. Okay? Now cash or bank account. Debit side always total is bigger. 28,000. Very simple total. Same total over here. 28,000. The difference 150, 300 and 2,500. So the difference is 25,050. By balance carried forward. Okay? The same cash or bank account 25,050. Now what else? Simple. 8 out of 8 if you do proper totals. Otherwise again half mark loss. Total on both this side must be same. Over here the total is rupees 1,48,250. Any problem? Sure? Now, at last, let me tell you that you are supposed to, okay, those things is great, but you are supposed to do working note also. In working note, sacrifice ratio must be, okay? When you find it out, you will come to know that only A is sacrificing 1/5. sacrifice ratio of A. Only A is sacrificing. B is not. Okay? So first, sacrifice ratio working on. Second, entry for goodwill. So the entries will be first entry, cash account debited 25,000, not 1 lakh. 25,000 to C's capital account to premium for goodwill account. Cash account debited 25,000 to C's capital account 20,000 to premium for goodwill account 5,000. Second entry, distribution of premium for goodwill. Okay, the entry should be, here we are not distributing to anyone, so directly to A's current, not capital. Take care. Premium for goodwill account debited 5,000 to A's current account 5,000. And third, withdrawal of half amount. So A's current account debited 2,500, A's current account debited 2,500 to cash or bank account 2,500. Is there any problem? Sure. So along with this working on, along with these entries, you must be prepared very well. And in next, that is question number 14. Again, capital and current topic, but we are going to prepare capital account. This one is a bit easier. So better option, you go through question 14. Read it once, twice. So in next session, when I will be there with that solution, the thing becomes a bit easier for you. Because you are having some fixed problem in your mind that these things are a bit tricky. These things we have to take care. So if you know that these topics are good enough, you can concentrate even much better in that topics while solving the answer. Okay? Sure? So, as usual, we are having a break in this session. For next session, wait eagerly. Till then, do revise, do take care of yourself, and have a nice day. Stay happy.